Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Knife Craze 2.0, and today we're going to be doing something that I actually haven't done in quite a while, and that is a practical test of a knife. So in this really shitty, poorly equipped bug out bag, and that's just me being brutally honest, I really need to upgrade my bug out stuff. I have a knife. In fact, I have a few items. But the star of our show today is this seemingly cheap blade right here. This is the Outbound fixed blade knife. Comes in this cheap leather sheath or scabbard, but it has a pretty decent sized belt loop, cheap Velcro strap, and upon first inspection you're probably like, okay, it's probably like 20 bucks, right? Not even. It's 14, maybe 10 bucks. But I've had one of these before, and it actually works incredibly well, especially if you want a disposable knife that you don't have to shell out a lot of money for. Let's say you're going on one camping trip and you just want a knife that you don't care if you break or not. This will work. It's actually really sharp. I haven't sharpened it at all. It came out of the package quite sharp. And our first test is going to be trying to shave some hair. Now it's kind of hard to see on the blade because it's got this black coating, but it did indeed shave off a couple of hairs. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's not as sharp as I would like, so after this test I'm probably going to sharpen it up again. But the main focus of our test today is I got some dead wood. This was fallen on the ground. It's completely dead. I didn't take it from a live tree or anything. And we're going to be using this and doing some tests. So the first test we're going to do is we're going to attempt to make some feather sticks with it. Honestly, this knife worked a lot better the last time I had it. It's not really doing too good, but then again, I don't know what type of wood this is, so it might be the hardness of the wood, but we're going to keep going. There we go. Now we're starting to get some good curls. So it didn't really take off much, but we did get some curls. Typically when you're starting a fire in a survival situation, you're probably going to want a better knife, especially if your life depends on it, and you're probably going to want a couple more curls than that. Okay, so our next test on this piece of wood here is going to be some chopping. It took a few chops, but it did indeed get through it. I'd say that was maybe 20 to 30 chops, maybe a little less. And the edge seems to have held up. I don't really see any chips or rolls or dents. Let's do the fingernail test. Yeah, it takes off a bit of fingernail, so I mean, it's got a decent edge on it. It just needs to be sharpened a little bit. So for our final test that we're going to do with this knife, and some people say you shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. For our final test, we are going to baton this piece of wood. And like I said, some people say you shouldn't do this because it damages the knife. Some people say, where is it? That's what an axe or a hatchet is for. Right here I have my Schrade hatchet. Pretty decent little hatchet, good weight. Which we actually are going to test in another video. But today we're talking about this knife. And if I didn't mention before, this knife is a full tang. The tang goes all the way around the handle. And it's not very thick, but the last time I had this knife, I put it to the test, it held up really well. So we are going to try some batoning. Took off a piece right there. I'm gonna move this away from my leg just in case. So as you see, it batoned this dead wood fairly well. So, all in all, if I had to rate this knife, I would give its ability to make feather sticks maybe a 3 out of 10. Its ability to chop and make cuts, I'd say maybe 8 out of 10. It could be sharper. And its ability to baton, doesn't sound like it's loose. No blade play. I'd give its ability to baton a 10 out of 10. So anyway guys, that was our video for today. A little practical test with the Outbound fixed blade knife. 14, 15, maybe 10 bucks at Canadian Tire. If you guys like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a nice comment, and I'll catch you in the next one.